everyone. We are going to do a very fun card today. So this is a request from Kim. This is called a lantern card. Now, I've been coming live. This is Kristina Reese. I'm creating with Kristina. I've been coming live every morning in the month of May to present you with a card featuring retired stamp sets. However, I could not find a retiring stamp set that would work with this lantern card because of the size of stamp I needed. Hey, Kim. And anyway, so we're not using a retiring stamp set today. We're using a stamp set that is still that will be available for the next year, and that's called Peaceful Moment, and it's a part of the Poppy suite from our spring catalog. So this will be available. This is not retiring. However, I wanted to use this birthday stamp because I needed a stamp that was less than 2 inches that would fit inside a 1 3/4 inch square. All right, so that was my trick with the lantern card. Excuse my voice, I'm a little rough this morning, a little allergies. Anyways, so the lantern card is a super easy card to make, okay? It just has a lot of parts. And so, and you can just Google how to make a lantern card, and you'll come up with different kinds of lantern cards. But this is the lantern card I really liked. They also call it the accordion card. And I found it on a website called mixitupcraft.com. The crafter's name is Sam. I couldn't find her last name on there. It just said Sam. So Sam from mixitupcraft.com is where I got this card idea from, or this the instructions to make a lantern card. So let's get going. All right. First thing you're going to need are four 2 by 12 inch strips of cardstock. Now, I'm going to move it over to my crafting view. So if you don't have 12-inch cardstock, you can use the 11-inch, but just glue. You'll have to glue the extra inch on there. I have 12-inch cardstock because I'm a scrapbooker also, and so I have lots of 12-inch cardstock. But like I said, if you don't have 12-inch cardstock, it's okay. You can use the 8.5 by 11, but you'll just have to extend your strip, cut pieces and piece it together. All right. So 12 of these, 4 of these, I'm sorry. These are the 4 accordion strips that come up. The next thing you're going to need to do with this 2 by 12 inch strip is you're going to need to score it every 2 inches. So we're making 2-inch squares. All right, and that's real simple. When you use, if you have a scoring tool, you can just lie it down and with the stylus quickly do it. But I have this double paper trimmer scorer, so I use it. And I just put it up to the 2-inch and use my scoring tool to the 4, to the 6, to the 8, and to the 10. Okay. And there we go. Put that away, and you'll do that to all 4 strips. I've already done it to the other 3 to save us time. Now that we have our strip and we have it scored, we need decorative paper, and I'm choosing to use the All Dressed. This paper is retiring, and it's really awesome paper. You may want to grab up some packs of this if you haven't already, or if you really love it and you're running low. This will not be available in June. So this is the all dressed up, or what is it called? I think it's All Dressed Up. No, it's just Best Dressed. Totally got that wrong. Best Dressed paper pack. You need 5. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 by 3/4 inch decorative squares. You are not going to put any on the bottom. This piece will be tucked under the card and glued for support. This is an anchoring square. The rest of them you will see, so you want to, and I just use liquid glue. It's really fast, and I just do a squiggle, 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 and squiggle. There we go. And then just take my strips. Now these are striped papers, and because they cut they can all be different. I want to make sure that I don't try to actually match up the stripes. If you have perfect stripe paper, then and you want to do that, that'd be great. But this doesn't lean itself to that, and so I am purposely not matching up the stripes, but it still has the stripe effect. Alrighty. Oh, wait a minute. Whoops, whoops, whoops. No, that's right. Yeah, this is right. I'm saying the middle square you're going to do your stamping, so I was thinking I didn't need paper down, but I do. Alright, and then this one. Alright, so you have 5 decorative paper squares that measure 1 3/4, okay? The strip itself is 2 by 12, scored every 2 inches. And there we go. Alright, so you have your strip, and you do that to all four of your strips. Your middle strip here, and you don't have to put any stamping on this card, but I wanted to make it a birthday card, so I found, like I said, this is from Peaceful Moments, and this happy birthday fit perfect right there, and so I'm going to squiggle some glue on there and put the happy birthday and center it up. And you can do this differently. I was thinking maybe it might have looked nicer with the lovely lipstick cardstock underneath there instead of the stripes, so you could see it, because you really can't see the edge there very well, and you can see it pretty good there. Let me lift up what I'm talking about. So, you can barely see the decorative paper sticking out on the side there. But that's okay. I think it looks fine. Now we're going to fold it like an accordion. You want the bottom piece to go under because it is going to be used to anchor it to the card. And then just go back and forth, accordion style. And press down on the seams, and whee! You have this piece. And then you're going to do it to all 4. Yay! Don't you love how, yeah, I saved us time by doing the first 3 already. All right, so these are our the parts that hold the lantern together. All right, I'm going to just put these to the side. Now, the next thing is we need 2 crossbars. Ooh, you know what? I forgot to cut my crossbars. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. No, I wanted to use the lovely lipstick. I put it away and totally forgot I needed it. All right. There we go, lovely lipstick. We're going to make 2 crossbars to hold those accordions up in the air. All right, and they are cut at almost an inch. I mean just a hair, 7/8. So if you can get in there at 7/8, and you need 2 of them. So 1 and 2. All right, so almost an inch. An inch just looked too big. It just, with the 2-inch strips coming up and it just, yeah. But just a little bit less and it looked great. So we're going to cross them over like this, but we only want them 3 1/4 inch long. So let me put this under here and go to 3 1/4. There we go, and just cut that off. All right, so scrap over there. And we have our crossbars. Put my trimmer away. We are going to glue these together in the center. However, we want to make sure we actually get the center. So you can see my work surface is grid, so I know I can put that right in the center there. And then this will come right in the center there. Now, whoops. Yeah. That's the best way to center something, is to just use grid paper and place it on there. If you don't have grid paper, then you'll need to get a ruler. And that's no fun. So where's my liquid glue? Here we go. And we just want a little bit because we're going to be punching a hole through this, and if you put too much glue, it's hard to... Well, come on, now my glue's not even coming out. There we go. Just a little bit. Okay, and let me line this up again. And the nice thing about liquid glue is it does let you move it around just a wee bit until you get everything centered. Yeah, I'm trying to be too perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect, just perfect enough. Hey, good morning, Nancy. Just looked up at my screen. Oh, and when I looked up, I twisted my cross. Ah! It's a good thing it's still wet. Okay, love liquid glue for that one reason. Okay. Also, I like it because it is permanent. When liquid glue dries, it is permanent. All right, so we have our cross. The next thing we're going to do is we need some circle bases. These circle bases are going to help just put a little decoration in, but also conceal the ribbon. And I'm just using my stitch shapes. If you don't have stitch shapes, it's just something I use on everything. You get 4 circles, 4 ovals, and 4 squares, and they all leave a stitched edge. Just perfect. They're perfect for sentiments. Yeah, for tags. They really are great. Move those over. These 2 are going on top, and this one's going on the bottom. But before we do all that, you know, I don't feel like that's... No, it is. It just doesn't look like it's in the middle, but it is. All right. We need a hole punch. Good old handy-dandy hole punch, okay? And we want all these to go together. And I'm just laying those 2 on top and then putting it on our cross. And it may be too much cardstock here, but hopefully not. Too much. Okay. All right. Oh, I have something on my blade there. Well, yuck. Okay. Oh, now I've got to get it. Okay. There we go. You can do 2 pieces of cardstock, and I didn't quite get that in the middle. But I also left the mark there, so that's nice. There we go. And we also need this one, so we're going to punch it also. All right. Here we go. We need ribbon. Yes. And I'm using the white with the silver edge. This ribbon is really awesome. Good morning, Colleen. This ribbon's really awesome because you could color it with an alcohol marker if you wanted to. But there's enough white on this piece that I thought it looked okay just being white. And we have all this red already with the crossbar here. All right, we need about 12 inches. So just going to cut that right there. Grab my scissors. And the bottom part, you're not going to see this, so it doesn't matter if it looks good or not. This is the part, this is the part that you hang the ribbon with. All right, so we are going to just weave this up through all this. All right, let me just take those off. It's too hard to do it with all these different pieces. So let's go through the crossbar first. Ooh, I do not have any fingernails to catch that. I might have to use my tweezers. I cut all my nails down to the quick because they were breaking and doing everything. All right, so there we go. Just lift that up. And now let's do these 2 circles. Oh, come on. I really did cut my nails down. Woo. Maybe next time I won't do it that short. All right. Perfect. Okay, so we have all our layers here, and we're going to pull this almost to the end, not too far, okay? Remember we have this, oh, I forgot, I've got to go through this circle too. This circle is going to go on top. Oh no, I'm sorry. I didn't need to make a hole there. Duh, this is covering our ribbon ends. So this is just gluing on top. You can see a little of the ribbon showing through there. I'm going to pull it just a little bit more, okay? Now, some people staple it and use the circles to camouflage. So, and I found that really did work. I mean, you really want this ribbon to hold on. And my stapler, this is a 10-volt stapler, and it does the itty bittiest little staples. I mean, I love it, just little bitty. And we're just gonna staple that there, and staple that there. And oh, one more reason why we are not tying a knot. It seems like it would make sense to tie a knot. That would hold it. However, a knot would have that big bump there, and the card would not lie real flat. So if you were going to mail it in the mailer, because it's already pretty thick with all that accordion, using the staplers or just using the adhesive tape. I mean, because like I said, you're gluing this circle down on top of it to hold it, so it should be pretty good. All right, speaking of glue, let's go ahead and glue this one on. Okay. And like I said, you do not need the hole in the center. I don't know why I punched that. I kind of got crazy with that. All right, there we go. All right, so that one's hidden. Okay, and now we're going to hide these. And just hold that down until it's secure. Make sure the ribbon is up through there. Yeah. And then we also need to glue on the pink one. So let me lift it up a little bit so we can get some glue under there. Hold it, hold it. All right. So let me review real quick what I did here. So these crossbars, pull it up, these crossbars are 7/8, not quite an inch, 7/8 by 3 1/4. Okay, there's 2 of them and they're crossed. Then I used circles in coordinating colors, so just the larger circle matched the crossbars, then this lighter color matches the designer paper. There's also one on the bottom. You do not have to punch a hole in the bottom. You won't even see that, so it doesn't matter. It's on the bottom, so you won't see it. You run the ribbon through and staple it, and then you glue all the pieces together to hold it. And I know you can't see that way. Yeah, you can see that way. Okay, and it's going to hold the lantern. All right, so that's how you do that part. Now, so far we have made 4 sides of our lantern and the top of our lantern. Now let's make the bottom of our lantern. The card base is 6 1/4. Okay, this is the very bottom. And if you want, and this is also where you will write your letter or your note or whatever you're going to say. It's your card. It's the card part that you sign. So I'm using a very light petal pink, and that's plenty light to write on. But if you're using a darker one, you'll want to put a white piece underneath so you can write. But mine's light enough, so I'm leaving it like this. This is a 6x6 piece of designer paper. Best Dress happens to come as 6x6 designer paper. There's a lot of 6x6 paper in our catalog. Our Color Family designer papers, like our Brights, are 6x6. Also our the new one that my card class, my online card class that I'm doing for June. So it's celebrating sunflowers, and it's flowers for every season. The paper pack is a 6x6. So great thing. If you don't have 6x6, then you just take a 12x12 and cut it in quarters, and you got 6x6. So 6x6, 6 1/4. There we go. And they're just going to go on top like that. However, we're going to use this piece to hide our lantern pieces, okay? So here we go. We are going to... All right, so this one, I'm turning them all upside down. This one, and this one. Now, we are at another situation where you need it to be lined up and in the center, okay? So this is 6 1/4. So we're going to line it up in the 6 1/8. And because my other pieces kept moving around, I think I'm going to tape this down so it won't move around on me. And I'm using very low tack tape. It's painter's tape, but I'm also kind of doing that. You can do it on fabric too. You can do it on your shirt, but just so it won't tear your cardstock, okay? But it still has sticky, so there we go. All right, so now that is taped down. That's not moving. All right, so halfway, 1, 2, 3. This is my halfway piece right here. And this is 2 inches, and we're going all the way to the bend, the fold. So that's pretty easy to learn to do. So you can even use your paper to do it like that. All right, and that's gonna be great. Liquid glue. Also, liquid glue is very permanent, and that's another reason why I like it. And because this is a hanging card, it has a little weight. I definitely would advise liquid glue for this step. Now, it's also wiggleable. It's also, you can move it around a little bit. All right, we want to make sure it's right. That fold is right on the edge. Okay, there we go. I'll get that on there good. It kind of came through a little bit, but that's okay. Like I said, this can be covered up with the designer paper. All right, let's do the other side. Whoa, not good. Not good at all. I'm having an issue. Hold your horses here. Where is... I was like, I need a paper towel. I don't even have a paper towel here. Let's see if I can get this up with this sponge. Wow, okay. Careful with your glue, people! Be careful with your glue. Where was I gluing anyways? Here it is. Okay. Yeah, be careful with your glue. There we go. Alright, and this one's going on this side. And let's stick that. Whoops. Okay. Come on. It's wiggling around on me. There we go. All right, almost done, almost done. All right, so this one, 1, 2, 3, right here. This is the center. Okay, so, oh, come on. There we go. Good. And last piece. And there. All right. And make sure it's all lined up on it. Like I said, grid paper is your friend in this project. And we actually sell grid paper. So if you don't have grid paper, if you go to the tools section of Stampin' Up, and or just type in the search engine grid paper, it'll pop up, and it's beautiful big. What is it? 9 by 14 something. It's huge. Yeah. All right, all done. Now let's put this piece on to hide it. Isn't that going to be pretty? Okay, there we go. Of course, we want to move our tape. We don't want that to get underneath there. And flip this piece over and just put a little glue right on the edge. Whoops. And you don't need much. This is designer paper. I always tell people, be careful with liquid glue and designer paper. Liquid glue, of course, is water-based. And if your paper's too thin, the water will warp the paper. So, people are always asking me, how come my paper gets warped when I use glue? Well, it's probably because you use too much liquid glue on thin paper. Cardstock it doesn't usually affect, but designer paper, thin designer paper especially, and there's some really thin paper out there. Okay. There we go. Whee! And now we bring up our accordion pieces like this, okay? And this is where you really wish you had a million hands. Okay. All right, so we have the, whoa, see what I mean? We need to glue in our crossbar. Bye! And look how it's just going everywhere. Okay, so this is kind of crazy. It's going to go underneath there, all right? Now, I do have a trick for this, and that is, whee, clamps. Oh, whoops, where are my clamps? Here we go. These kind of things, little funky paper clips. Oh, you know what though? Where are they? Ah! Well, I had a whole bunch of them. Where'd they all go? Oh, there they are. I had them in a different 4. That's all. No biggie. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Need one more. Okay. And you can use little ones or you can use big ones. I mean, that doesn't matter what size. We just need to get these little babies to sit down. Now, if you do it, yeah, so you're going to be clamping that and you're going to lift, let's turn it this way. There we go. You're going to be clamping it and you're going to be lifting this up to glue in. So, 1. 2. Okay, so, and let's say you don't have these clamps. Anything would work that clamps. So, just a regular paper clip. The reason why I don't like the regular paper clip is too long. I guess you could do it in an angle, okay. Littler paper clips tend not to be able to hold that much paper together. But crafters should have these things because they're great for holding stuff. Yep. All right, so we've got all that down now. Now where's our crossbar? That's going to go right there. And we're going to put glue on all 4 edges. Come on. There we go. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And now, we're going to tuck it underneath there. Okay, and like I said, it's liquid, so it's going to move around enough. Okay, and we need to do these. There we go. And now put it where you want it. Kind of center it real good. Okay. And if the glue came out the edges, it's going to glue to the other piece, so you want to pop it up now so it doesn't stick to that folded accordion piece. Okay, bring it up. There we go. And you will want it to completely dry. But until then, that is the coolest. All right, let me switch it to this direction so you can see it better. There you go. See? Isn't that cool? Happy birthday. Now, I've seen people, they put butterflies up here. Let's see, where am I? Like butterflies up here. That's really cool looking. Different decorative pieces here. Like I could put some rhinestones or enamel dots. Anyways, but it does, now let me switch it back to this side. When you send it, if you're going to send it in the mail, you're going to need a padded envelope. This won't go in a regular envelope. First of all, it's too big. It's 6 1/4. So you're going to need or make your own envelope. Which if you have you should have an envelope maker if you're a card maker. You could get them anywhere. Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell it, but I went to Tuesday Morning and got a We Are Memories one for like $10. It was like awesome. So you need a envelope punch if you don't have one, and you can make a 6 1/2 inch by a square envelope, and it will be extra postage. This is a pretty heavy card, so yeah. Yay! Well, Kim, I sure hope that is what you were looking for. It was fun to make. I really liked it, and I can't wait to see what birthday person is going to get this really cool thing. You know what else I thought it would be nice for? And that is a baby. Do you all have any babies coming? This would be fun to hang in the nursery. So like you could put really cute sayings on there or just birthday baby paper. Yeah, that would be really cool for a baby nursery. Christmas? Oh, this would be really pretty at Christmas. Make a whole bunch of these and hang them. Man, there's a lot of really cool ideas you can do with this lantern card. All right. Well, I'm going to upload this to YouTube right now so more people can enjoy this. And I hope you all have a great Saturday. Go out there and get some sunshine. I know here in Texas we've got some. So get some sunshine and have fun. All right. Oh, yes, Kim. Thank you. Beautiful card. And Kim said thank you. Well, thank you, Kim, for giving me the idea. All righty. Y'all have a great Saturday. See you tomorrow morning. Bye-bye.